introduce two motions here today. Before I do, I'd like to make a very brief comment that I'd like to ask everybody here just to, for your forbearance as I make these comments. It has come to my attention that there are rumors floating around regarding this agenda item. I would caution you not to listen to rumors. There are some people who thrive on rumors and conspiracy theories, and who frankly have harmed our city by spreading misinformation and making accusations against this council and other citizens that are unfounded. I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm tired of this nonsense. So I'm going to ask everyone to join me in rejecting the rumors and gossip. Let's get on with the business of this city and make Crossville an even better place than we know it is today. So now to the business at hand. The hiring of a city manager is incredibly important. I personally would like to take my time in reviewing resumes and vetting candidates to ensure that whomever we hire is qualified, is a leader, and desires to work well with the full council, and I stress full council, and wants to become a part of our community. And that being said, I make a motion to rescind the resolution passed in the council meeting of April 14th, 2016, specifically agenda item 7-J, 16-0157, to wait until after the election to recruit and hire a city manager.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to rescind the April 14th motion to wait until September to let M-Task start working as they do to help in the search for a city manager. To rescind that, Councilor, does that take a 2/3 vote, or is it going to be a majority, or what?
Because it was, notice was given in the agenda item, it just takes a majority. But if there's ever a motion to rescind something that no notice has been given, according to Robert's rules, then you'd need 4 votes or 2/3. So.
Notice was given.
But notice was given, so just a simple majority.
So let me make sure I've got this. I've got a motion in a second. You're wanting to start the search earlier to try and get a city manager in here before the election.
I don't know that. I want us to go ahead and get the ball rolling.
Get the search started.
Get the search started, because it's going to take us a while to look through resumes and vet these people, and I don't want to be rushed or have 40 resumes dropped on me at one time. I think there's nothing to hinder us from going ahead and getting the process started.
Any other questions or discussion on that?
I'd like to say, I think Mr. Hill's done a pretty good job last 4 months plugging the hole and stopping or slowing the leak down. Now we appointed his call worthless 1 or worthless 2, and I don't know which one he is. I've not figured that out yet, but he's done a pretty good job. And I think we should go ahead and take our time. I know the year that I was elected, first I was hired in April, and I was elected in November. It really doesn't matter to me if this council, there's 3 members on this council that's probably going to be here in December, which is majority, so I don't really think that it's an issue if this council, if the right guy comes along, we hire a city manager or the new council. So I'd like to see that also.
Any other discussion?
Well, the only reason why I agreed to postpone searching for a new city manager was to see where the recall went. And since it failed miserably, I think it's time to move on to city business now.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Harris.
Aye.
Councilmember Curley.
Aye.
Mayor Mayberry.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item is discussion on nonprofit organizations utilizing.
We've got to make another motion to proceed.
But
Excuse me. Next item on the agenda would be to proceed with contract with MTS for assistance with recruiting of a city manager. Councilmember Harris, do you like to expand upon that?
Yes, my motion is to be effective immediately, a motion to proceed with the contact of MTAS for assistance with recruiting of a city manager, and to proceed with acceptance of resumes over the next 60 days, and furthermore to direct our city attorney to review and edit our current city manager job description, and to direct our HR manager that resumes are to be delivered to the council in an expeditious manner as they are received via delivery to council mailboxes, followed by an email notification to the council.
Do I hear a second on that motion?
I'll second that. I guess at the same time, we need to decide if we're gonna ask MTAS to assist in this or not. Maybe do local and MTAS or either or.
Well, I'm assuming that their search would include local as well.
I don't know. I don't know how they do that.
It's just wide open. They advertise everywhere, which they have, I think the city attorney, they pretty much have to anyway. You can't exclude, you can't limit the group, and you can't exclude people that want to apply.
So Ms. Harris, what your motion is, the resumes be sent to MTAS. MTAS would release them, send them to HR, we would get a copy of it. I know I've got 40 before, and it's overwhelming, man. You go through them, by the time you get through them here.
Cross out.
Yeah, you cross them, so.
Yeah, I'd like to receive them. I'd like to get them as they're received and processed. That way, we're not trying to look at, as you said, 40 at a time.
They sent a description of what their job description. They offer suggestions on where to advertise. They place notices on the MTAS website. They request other state city management associations to post job notices using MTAS consultants to help recruit former colleagues and current and past clients for positions. They accept the applications. They handle the application correspondence. They rank the applications. They supply a ranking system of applications for the elected officials to use based on the advertisement or qualities the board desires to have in their administration, which is us. They facilitate discussions with the governing body on narrowing the field of applicants to invite for an interview. They schedule into interviews, write interview questions specifically tailored for the town that address current issues, criteria specified in the advertisement, and core competencies. They supply a ranking system for interviews. Conducting and ranking interviews with a senior staff member to assist the governing body in making its decision on who to bring back for second interviews. Supply a list of generic interview questions for the governing body to select from. Proctoring interviews, providing cost estimates of hosting interviews, developing and proctoring assessment centers. Provide sample employment contracts for the governing body to consider. Provide comparable salary and benefit information. So basically, they just help guide us in the proper direction as to how to do this.
Well, I guess the question I'm asking, I would like to see it advertised some locally. And if we turn it over to them and the attorney gives them the job description, then there's nothing wrong with us advertising it locally.
No.
They won't advertise at all.
Right.
They
I mean,
offer
they
suggestions
specifically
on where to
say,
advertise.
yeah,
That's all
they
they do.
specific, we always advertise
But
locally.
whatever they suggest, there's nothing wrong with us doing it locally.
Oh,
That's the
no,
thing.
we do that anyway.
Okay.
They're here for help. They don't make the decisions as to where it's advertised or any of that. So, we have a motion and a second on this item.
Yes.
Further discussion. There being none, roll call vote, please.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Harris,
Aye.
Councilmember Curley,
Aye.
Mayor Mayberry,
Aye. Motion carries.